Hello lovely people, welcome to my completed pages video for August. And I'm really excited because I've got huge, can you see, huge pile of books that I've colored in. Let me shift it. I've done 17 pages, which, yeah, you're probably thinking that's nothing. Well, for me that's a lot. I'm quite slow with coloring still, so, and I don't have that much time to spend on it, so that's for me a lot. Bear in mind my normal is like 10, so 17 is, yeah, a lot, which I'm really happy about. There are some, majority of them I really like, a couple of them are kind of questionable. But that's fine, that's not a bad thing, that's, you know, that's learning, isn't it? So it's not a bad thing. The couple of them I probably don't particularly love, but you gotta see them anyway. So yeah, a lot of you'll probably see a lot of stickers I've got, because a lot of them fits into different tags, different prompts that I was working towards this month. I haven't done everything that I wanted to do, but I've done quite a bit. So I just put stickers on the next to pages, so I don't forget to post them and tag them on Instagram. So that's what you're going to see. So let's start with a mermaid, because, you know, I love mermaids, and I've done third one now in this particular book, Mermaid Special. I really like this book. I might give it a break next month and maybe do something like that. Well, I'm going to do hopefully Mermaid every month, but maybe not in this book. But our this month's resident mermaid is this one. So it's the Bramblers one from this book, and it's called, what is it called? Don't Lose Sleep. And yeah, she's quite cool. She's got a little bit of glitter pen on her body, but other than that, it doesn't have actually a lot of embellishments. It's mostly alcohol markers. And I was kind of learning to blend. It didn't work out particularly well on a tail, but it did work out quite well on the little plants and shell. Yeah, so yeah, that's good. I quite like her. So yeah, I've got 3 mermaids done in this book, so happy. And then my next one is this one. And again, I quite like this one. Apart from, I love this bit. I quite like it. I'm happy with it. Apart from the frame. Yeah, I started to do the frame. I thought it would be a great idea to do it with like a gold pencil. The pencil was very, very soft and creamy, which, you know, normally is a good thing, but that meant that it completely covered the very faint lines inside that frame. And then, yeah, so actually something that was more translucent would be probably better, would work better, I think, but you know, it's fine. I'm still happy with it. So yeah, so here she is. Witch riding what? I don't know. Is it a wolf? Is it a werewolf? Is it a dog? It's quite big for a dog though, isn't it? But yeah, whatever that creature is. But yeah, quite happy with it anyways. Yeah, it's all pencil pretty much. I think only a bat is done with a fine liner, but everything else is in pencil. Yeah, so that's her. And then I finished a very, very long-standing whip in Exploratorium by Les Melendres. I started that page, literally, that might have been first or second thing that I ever colored, which was probably end of March, because I only started coloring end of March. And then I kind of got distracted with other things and never finished, and it bothered me. What I've learned is that whips bother me, so I don't like long-standing ones. So I've got one more that I'm hoping I will finish next month, and that'll be it. I have literally just only one because, yeah, I don't like to have them. So I just straightforward finished, because when I started, you know, everything was like very pale and not particularly exciting, and I got like majority of it was done, to be honest. So I only had to do like maybe this little corner. So I just straightforward finished just to get it done, because like I said, it bothered me. So it's not particularly exciting, but it's okay. You know, it's done. It's done now. So yeah, so that's done. Those were the ones that I didn't particularly love. And then I've done one in here, a pirate. That's for tags for poet and for color for pirates. That will go towards their color alongs. So yeah, I've got the prompts, not prompts, sorry, tags written in here, so I don't forget to post them. And also color your horde, because that's the first one in this particular book. And yeah, I really like him. He's so freaking cute, don't you think? He's just so cute. Absolutely lovely. Yeah. So that's my pirate cat. And then another one, not terribly exciting finish, which is in this book in circle. That's my fourth, I think, page. And a title page, but I'm not counting this one. And again, I didn't mark pages. Here it is, yeah. This one I've done in August, so this is very yellow. It's kind of desert looking picture, and very apt because it was, and still is actually, so hot in the UK. And I'm not really sun loving person. I'm a cold loving person. So yeah, I love winter and I love autumn, and I tolerate spring. Summer I don't really get on with. So yeah, I'm just waiting for September now. So yeah, very yellow picture and quite straightforward coloring. I think that's what this book is for me. See, what happened is I've discovered that I need some kind of instant gratification pages, really quick to finish, not overthinking, you know, kind of almost straightforward, straight coloring. And I don't really get on with color by numbers. I really like to watch when people finish, you know, people's finished pages and everything, but I tried, but it's not, it's not for me. So, which is probably good, because I so don't need another rabbit hole to go into. So I think my Kokowayo books like this one, because some of them are more complicated, but a lot of Kokowayo books are quite kind of simple in terms of images. And they provide that kind of instant gratification and mindless coloring that I need every month. And I also found out that I like mandalas. So there we go. That'd be the other thing. So yeah, consider that my color by number thing. Yeah, pretty straightforward. And then the next one, I've done my first page in this book. They're so glossy, I'm blinding you. I apologize. So yeah, I've done the very first page in this book that I had for ages, but I haven't colored in, and I've done the cover page. This is my version of it, and again, I really like how she turned up. Really like her. She's got like a glitter glue on her t-shirt. Yeah, happy, really happy with her. That was also quite fun and quite quick. And then another Kokowayo book, so 3 Kokowayo books I colored in this month. It's the Glassy World, which I love this book. This is one of my favorites, I think. Well, for now it is one of my favorites. And when I bought it, I started coloring in it straight away. And I've done this one, which is also a witch. See, this tells you I'm just literally waiting for autumn, because I'm starting to coloring more autumn pictures. Well, this one's not particularly autumny, but still, she's a witch. I used again the Mica Magic, I think they called this powders, like eyeshadow-like powders. I really like how they work out. I really love the effect they give on the clouds. Really pleased with it. So yeah, I really like how she turned up. Love it. So that's Glassy World. And then I've colored one of my French books, Hachette's book, and this is kind of mandala book, mostly. There are some other pages, but majority are mandalas. And I was looking at this page from the moment I bought this book, because I wanted to do it for Coloring the Year of a Tiger by Jojo Zahana for this prompt, and I've done it finally. I was slightly intimidated before by this tiger, because I was thinking, oh, how on earth am I going to color the tiger? It's still, because I've done it again, I was trying to, try and learn different things, because everything is new to me still. So for the first time, I used the watercolor pencils on him, and generally happy with how he turned up. So I haven't done the fur kind of, because it's all watercolor, pretty much. Yeah, it's all watercolor on him. So yeah, so it's not particularly, doesn't maybe look like fur, and I'm kind of happy, although maybe there is need for next time for a little more contrast, like maybe this could be a little bit darker, but generally I'm happy with it. And another thing, so I've done the background with the gel crayon, and then I've outlined the mandala elements with acrylic pen, gold acrylic pen. But I kind of wish I had, that was my darkest green with gel crayons, and I wish I had one that is darker than that, so there is a little bit more darker in here, but I just didn't have anything, and I didn't want to experiment with putting another darker medium on top of that, because the acrylic was already done, and I just didn't want to mess it up. I think it's good. I like it. It's good, but I just think it might have looked a little bit better if that was like, this bit was slightly darker green, but still, I like. Yeah, my first tiger. There you go. And not the last one, I've got another one. Again, first in my Colorful World books, finally I got to one of them. Again, I've got loads of them, and this is the very first page that I've done. And I've done Jahreszeiten mandalas, which is like mandalas through the year. They like seasonal, kind of, yeah, mandalas through the year, something like that. And I've done this one. So this is done in pencils, actually, apart from the background, of course, which is very, very shiny watercolor paint. And again, that was a slight surprise, because it looks much lighter in the pan, and I am silly enough not to have swatched it. I just looked at the pan and said, oh yeah, that one will look good, and just went straight for it. And then it turned, I mean, it's fine, I like it, actually. I love the color of the paint, but that's not kind of what I was looking for this background. I thought, see, this one's got like, I mean, it looks light, but it's got like a murky kind of undertone, which I love. I love this color. But that's not what the plan was. The plan was really light, kind of, summery green, not the murky one. But it looks kind of good, isn't it? Well, I think it looks good. Yeah, so that's my very first page in Colorful World books. And then I've got another mouse. This one, so it's my second page in this book, and again, insanely happy with him, how he turned up. And that was, yeah, so that's my second one. And this time I did the first one with Bambino crayons, and this time I used water-based markers for the grass and flowers and all the foliage, and then alcohol markers for hat and the mouse and the broom, and shaded him just a little bit with pencil just around here, but not a lot. And I was trying something different. I don't know if you can tell, I was trying something different on the, I wanted the grass to look a bit, you know, grassy, so I was kind of dotting different greens, water-based markers, doing like little bit dots, so it's more textured. Kind of, yeah, I like how it turned up. So yeah, really happy with it. Really like this one. Another first. I've got lots of firsts, isn't it? Well, there'll be a lot of firsts. My very first Creative Haven page in this particular book. So I picked up Entangled, and I still find those pages quite intimidating. So I thought, to ease me in, I'll do a mandala, because like I said, I discovered I like mandalas. So I've done this one, and I've done this one with pretty much almost exclusively Bambino crayons, apart from the embellishments, of course, which are with glitter glue, and I think it's a gel pen as well, a little bit of a gel pen, yeah. Everything else is Bambino crayons rather, and I used the gold Bambino crayon, which I thought I will never get to use, because I mean, you know, I don't use a lot of gold or silver pencils or crayons. Watercolor, yes. Gel pens, yes. But not necessarily pencils and crayons. And the Bambino ones, actually, you know, the gold and silver quite annoyed me. I rather had, like, you know, there are not many of the shades and colors there, so I would prefer to have two other colors rather than gold and silver. So I thought I will never ever use the gold and silver, because I will never find the use for them. And look at that, I found the use for them. Mandalas. And it actually looks quite good comparing with the other colors, isn't it? Because it's almost like having another shade of kind of brown. It looks good. Yeah, really happy with this mandala. So maybe next time I tackle something like this. I don't know. Still scary. Choosing the colors, that's the problem. And then another mandala, because I bought my very first two books by Camelia Anjokova the previous month, and I colored in both. So I'm planning to buy the autumn ones next month. And I bought summertime mandalas, and I did one in here, which is this one. And I really like the colorway. Oh, I only just noticed this one has watermelons as well. I forgot this one's got watermelon. So I've done two mandalas with watermelon in it. I mean, how odd. Okay, yeah, so this is the one I did in the mandala. Really happy with it. I really like the color combination. Yeah, and this background is done with a acrylic pen and paint, I wanted to say together. So pen with acrylic pen, light blue acrylic pen, and it's, yeah, it looks looks good. Very nice color. Yeah, so that's that one. And I've done 2 pages in here in 50 Vacation Miniatures. So I bought here Summertime Mandalas and Vacation Miniatures. Yeah, sometime in the future I'll buy the summer miniatures. But yeah, this time I went for this one. And I did 2 in here, and I did both of them for prompts, for tags. This one is for Pixie Disney coloring, because the prompts were monkey, dragon, or baby. And actually I'm surprised that I haven't done dragon this month, but yeah, no, he's clearly a monkey. Although maybe he's a baby monkey, who knows. And I'm trying to kind of maneuver that book a little bit, because I bought recently, and I put on this water here, Spectrum Noir clear glitter pen, and I love it. I love the effect it has, because it's very subtle. In daylight, you can't see it. You can't see a thing in a daylight, so it only shows up in certain light, but when it shows up, it's beautiful because it's subtle, and I much prefer it than like chunky glitters. I don't really like chunky glitter, like the very, very chunky one, but this is beautiful. I probably will see it all over the place, and I imagine it looks fantastic on, it will look fantastic on snow. So yeah, looking forward to using that more. So I've done this one, and I've done this one. And again, I put the Spectrum Noir glitter on the waves. Not sure if it's showing. I don't know. I can't see properly. Maybe showing a little bit. Slightly. And yeah, I made him a pirate. So he fits the tag for Colorful Pirates and for Poet for this month. And I drew that, and look how terrible that is. I cannot draw to save my life. I mean, literally, I cannot draw a simplest thing. And I have no intention of ever learning, to be fair. I have no desire to do that. But I thought, I'm going to give him the pirate flag. So I colored that black and drew that Jolly Roger kind of thing. Well, it's not really a very good one, but you know what? Serves the purpose. And also he will go, that's my second tiger, see? Second tiger. And he will go towards Joseph Hannah's Coloring the Year of a Tiger as well. So he's good for 3 tags. Excellent. Yeah, I really like him. Yeah, so those were the 2 pages in this one. We're nearly there, people, nearly there. So my very first, again, isn't that just funny? My very first Hanlin's page, and I've done Library Fairy. I just checked, and she's got a name. She's a library fairy. So yeah, and again, I use the Spectrum Noir glitter on her wings because I cannot stop using that thing. I love it. Again, very happy with her, how she turned up. I still have to work on hair, but you know, it's fine. You know, I thought the skin and skin tones will be the most difficult. Actually, I mean, I'm still not great with skin tones, but I'm way better with skin and skin tones than hair. Seems like hair is my kryptonite. Cannot get it right. Well, eventually I will, I hope. So yeah, so that's this one. And the last 2, so I've done, again, that book I found slightly intimidating, but I thought, yes, no use to be intimidated. And I've done my first page, and I'm insanely happy with it. So here she is. And I love how she turned up. And it wasn't even that, it didn't take me that long, because did all of the foliage, like all of the foliage, with Inktense. Was it Inktense? Yeah, it was. It was Inktense. So that went quite quickly. And then the person, her, I did just with pencils. And I was testing because I just graduated to Polychromos. I have my pretty much first grown-up pencils right now, and they are Polychromos. That's because my art shop, that it's literally 5 minutes walk from where I live, have open stock Polychromos, so I thought it'd be so easy to replace them. And I love them. I love Polychromos. And I'm really happy with how she turned up. Love it. Oh, and she will go towards a couple of tags as well, because she's good for Loving Coloring Heaven tag. Oh, so is the Mermaid that I did at the very beginning, the Bramless Mermaid. And also that's my very first page in this book, so Color Your Hoard will be big, should be good for that. And also she's good for Jamie's breakdown prompts for August, which are apple, and she's got apples around her, so yeah. Love when the page fits like 2 or 3 prompts, isn't it? So satisfying. And my very last one is in Mythographic Menagerie, which is lovely. To be fair, I love all of the Mythographic books. I colored in the Voyage last month, and oops, and again I did not mark it, but I think it's at the beginning. Oh, here it is. And I did this page, and again I'm insanely happy with it. And it also has Spectrum Noir glitter, but I don't know if you can see on those little bits of, well, foam, kind of sea foam, or I'm not sure if it's showing, but hopefully it's showing. I'm so happy with it. Really, really, really happy. Took a while, I have to say, it took a while to finish that one. I think the longest were not even the crayons. The longest were the lanterns. I mean, I've done like 4 or 5. Was fine, but then the last 3, it was, yeah, I was using words. So yeah, very happy with this one. I think maybe I'll do a couple more in this book. Definitely want to color in Mythographic a bit more before I put them away. So yeah, so those are my pages for August. I'm insanely happy with, well, almost all of them. And I'm insanely happy that I managed to do 17, because for me that's huge. That's absolutely a huge number. And yeah, I hope that you enjoyed at least some of them. I tried not to move the books too much this time, because I know that, and now I know that it gives people motion sickness, so I try not to do that. So I'm hoping that I did not give you any motion sickness or didn't trigger your migraine by, you know, glare from the covers or anything like that. And I hope that you enjoyed. Yeah, let me know in the comments which one was your favorite, if you have a favorite. And I hope to see you very soon. Bye.